Turf Talk with Drew Miller.
On this week's episode of Tiger Turf Talk, we host the inspiring generation, the youngest generation that we have in this sports field management industry. We're hosting two Texas Aggies, Miss Haley Tucker and Miss Megan Musey, as well as a Virginia Tech Hokie, my former student, Miss Julie Kessler. On this podcast, it was great to catch up with three individuals who are a part of the first ever all-female grounds crew at the Softball Little League World Series, that truly they just got their start in this industry, and to be able to talk to them at their first Sports Field Management Association conference and Julie's second, it truly was awesome to be able to see the excitement in their eyes and to see that they have a home here in this industry, because there are so many incredible people when we talk about the Sports Field Managers Association as a whole. Some familiar faces for them like Sun, Sarah, and all of the women in turf. It truly was an awesome experience just to see them on their first trip to the SFMA and just fully embrace what it is to be a part of the association, you know? As a young individual, it can be very difficult to sort of see your way through a conference like this. There's very intimidating factors when it comes to meeting someone for the first time. I remember my first event in Denver. I had an interview with Matt Brown, and I was just like in a panic when I went in for an interview for an internship. And it was Matt who actually got me to sort of calm down and understand that truly there's just incredible people that are here for us and for all of the young individuals in this industry, and to be able to bring that sort of to the forefront of what this event is all about, and to see more and more young individuals coming to these conferences and becoming a part of this industry, truly to see my former students there sort of in drones. There's a lot of kids. It's truly an honor and something that we strive for in this industry, you know, to be able to see those kids truly take a full embrace of what the SFMA is, and for us to further this industry is truly something that we all should be striving for. And this podcast shows you exactly why you need to strive and find that next generation, because they're truly incredible, and these three have extremely bright futures. Haley heading off to Carolina Green, as well as Julie Kessler heading to St. Louis City, and then Megan Musey actually heading to Pebble Beach. Not too shabby for their first internships, and to truly be a part of what's going on moving forward in their careers is truly an honor, and to be able to talk to them about their excitement and what they're looking forward to is something that this podcast truly shows where our industry is going, and I can't thank enough for taking the time. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tiger Turf Talk. All right, welcome to the student podcast here at the Pioneer booth in Salt Lake City. Super excited to be here with these young women. How are you guys doing? You excited about SFMA? Your guys' first one, yes. Your second one. How's it been? Everything's going well?
It's very cold. Other than that, no complaints.
So far, so good.
The old Texas girls are...
Yeah, we're struggling.
keep me in the southern hemisphere, right?
Yes.
I'd say the weather's about the same as home.
I was going to say, we had 32 right before we left, so it was kind of like...
We left 80. Yeah, I was like
Did
80
you?
When
It was up at 80?
Yes.
Okay, I understand now. we left 32, and it was like, okay, this is nothing. But... Obviously, we were just at the women's luncheon. We had a couple talks this morning that you guys got to go to. What has it been like sort of being a part of the industry as a student and really just showcasing sort of who you guys are, obviously, at Texas A&M, and you being at Virginia Tech? What has it been like sort of showcasing those things and being able to show everyone who you are?
It's been really fun. I know, like, when me and Megan got back from Little League World Series, we had to do, like, this photo shoot for our school, and it was like blasted on all these social media platforms, so that was kind of crazy.
I do want to say, I mean, that backlight on that shot, I was like, okay, somebody came out and took some pictures.
No, we had to like take out the mowers, like we had to get there a crack of dawn, so just like cool things like that. It's been really fun. And then just getting to like network with all the people that we met and like get prepared for summer and internships. It's been really cool because we know like a lot more people now than we did.
Yeah, like definitely since the Little League, our Twitters have like blown up.
Yeah.
Welcome to Turf Twitter, right? But no, it's cool to, again, taking that time to come back and then just sort of, I mean, you got to understand like the weight of what happened there, you know, and to be a part of that. And I know we talked about like, yeah, this is like my 3rd month intern. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But being able to sort of see that, and I talked to Nick, you're working with Nick now, and being able to work at the center and Dr. Straw and all that, what has it been like, see it come sort of full circle for you guys?
It's good. So like I got to be a part of the research side of stuff, and I still am with a new Sprite trial that they're doing. But I've only worked with Nick for 1 day, so I get to experience a little bit more after SFMA. But I think it'll be a cool experience for me to work like on actual sports fields.
I still work at the turf farm, but I'm getting invited to do like a lot more sports field things. Like me and Megan are working the SEC tournament in May, and then with my internship being on sports fields, it's definitely like full circle. Like, oh, my first little introduction into the industry, now it's like sports field. So it's really fun.
That's good. What about you, Julie? Obviously, you've been around it for a while. I've kind of put it in your face since you were in high school, but what's it been like, again, second time coming, everything that's going on, and you, again, are accomplishing so much in your short career so far?
I was pretty excited to come because like I know a lot of people now. Like the first year I was a little nervous because I was like, I don't know anybody other than like people I'm going with. But now I'm like, oh, I get to see this person and this person and this person. But even like just being here today, I've still met like, I think 3 new people that definitely have been here, but I just didn't meet them the last time.
I will say you guys are very lucky to have those connections and those people and everything that you have going on, because I remember my first time I was like, what am I doing here? There's just so many things going on and so many people. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to meet people. I mean, my first one was in Denver, and it was it was colder, actually, I'll tell you that. It also snowed a lot, so there were a lot of things going on. But, I mean, as a student, there are so many things going through your mind right now. You're going to Pebble Beach, Megan, Carolina Green. Not allowed to say where she's going, but she's going someplace really cool.
Coming soon. ...
tomorrow. What has it been like to sort of, again, make those sort of transition into, again, coming up, that's a huge internship for both of you. I mean, Carolina Green's the top of the industry on any field construction, and Pebble Beach just kind of explains itself. So what has it been like sort of, again, gaining those internships and getting excited, you know, this is sort of that precursor of like, oh, I am going into the industry right now, you know?
It's kind of crazy because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just, like, here, like, I'm still, like, new.
Me.
And then to have all these people, like, just, like, random people who are, like, really big in the industry be like, go and introduce yourself and be like, oh, yeah, I know who you are. Like,
Don't worry about it.
and I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fun. So it's kind of crazy. It's just, like, out-of-body experience a little bit. You just gotta, like, process everything that's happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then for me, it was, like, really cool to just even start talking with the Pebble Beach people because, like, again, they know who I am, but I don't know who they were. And I was able to tell them, like, look, I have no experience in golf, but I'm ready to learn. And they're like, perfect, we'll take you.
Absolutely. And again, there are many things that go into that process. And again, for you guys, I mean, your unique, like, stance on what that process was like. How has it been for you sort of developing that sort of, hey, this is what I need to be doing in order to interview, understanding the interview process, proper resume. This one emails me like 4 times before anything happens. Like, can I see your resume? Can I? Yes, you do. Don't even look at me like that.
No,
liar.
You sent me your resume one time, and then I asked if you had a cover letter, and you sent me a cover letter and your resume, but I did not ask for your resume.
Okay.
Wait. So what I'm hearing is we can send you like a cover letter or resume
I'm
for you
here
to
for
approve.
you guys. I'm here for you guys whenever you need.
Usually
Cool.
I just have him send me his, and I'm just like, okay, this is what he did because he got all these jobs. So I'm
Okay.
like, must be good.
Fair enough. We can
True.
do that.
I will say
I can
there was
forward it
one,
to you.
There
I'll take
was
it.
one. There was one. So I was sort of in high school at the time. So technically, I guess I wasn't in college, but I interviewed for the Nationals. I remember going in and like, I had nothing, no connection to anyone or anything. And I went in and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting hired. So that's the only one that I interviewed for and did not get, I think. Oh, no, there was the Columbus job. But they're just, it's the learning process, and you guys get it firsthand every time you're doing this. So,
But guess what? If you did get those jobs, you wouldn't be here today.
yeah, a lot. Yeah, definitely stuff that you don't really think about. So, I mean, Julie wouldn't be here today either.
Well, also, a lot of the women, like Maritza and some of the others, were like, oh, if you ever want me to look at your resume, like, I'd be happy to. And I'm like, that's awesome, because they were once where I am. And so they know, like, what employers like to look for.
This is true.
For sure. Texas A&M. Obviously, there's just 1,000 things going on when it comes to Turfgrass. Man down. It's okay. All good? Okay. What has it been like? Obviously, it's your first year. Is it your second year or first year? Are you both first year at Turf?
We're both first year.
So what has it been like actually getting in those turf classes and seeing sort of more of like what we were talking about when we were at the softball league series with all the grass, the clay, all these different things? What has it been like actually getting that in the classroom? Probably with Dr. Straw and a few others, but what has it been like sort of seeing that firsthand? Sort of finally kind of, you know.
Yeah, I know, because, like, me and Megan kind of did it a little backwards. We did, like, the research side and then the sports field side, and then they're like, okay, now we can learn, like, basic knowledge. So it's, like, kind of learned everything
Honestly,
a little
that's better.
backwards.
It's better that way.
But it was still really fun, and you would just be like, oh, like, I work with that grass or that fertilizer, and I do this with it. So it's just, like, really cool to make those connections.
So I'm going to be honest. I don't store a whole bunch of classroom information long-term in my head. I'm a more like hands-on person, which is why I'm excited, because we're taking a sports field construction class this year, or like this semester, and we're redoing a green. So
You guys are so lucky.
like that'll
God,
be
I
like a
wish I had
hands-on
that.
experience.
I love you, Dr. Goli and Virginia Tech, but damn, I wish I had that. You can ask her. Do you have a field construction class? You plead the fifth?
What we need is a class for the turf contest to like sit down and actually
this
learn
whole
that
turf ball
information.
thing.
That-
we don't know
Are
what's
you guys
going
I was gonna say that was one of my questions. Turf ball. We excited, confident?
No.
Neither.
I'm gonna tell you, my first turf bowl, I remember walking in and they hand us a box, and it's just an entire irrigation system, like all of the pipes, the T's, the L, like even the
They
box.
did not
It was
give us
like-
that last year.
It was like all of us were like in our first year. There was one kid who did an internship, and then the rest of us are like, I
don't know.
So we ended up doing it, and we had the irrigation heads like above ground. If you were to like put the irrigation system in the ground, I was like, I don't think that does that, because it's gonna pop out.
Yeah.
You know, like we worked with it for a little bit, but they're like, no, it's definitely this. And then I remember one of the professors came out. He's like, why did you put the irrigation heads above ground? I was like, I knew it. But what is it with this turf bowl, like, and preparing takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, you know? What has it been like sort of prepping for that? That face said I didn't study at all.
Listen. Here at Texas A&M,
Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
Here in Texas A&M, we use this experience for networking solely. So our goal is to not get last, is what we've been told. Last year we got second to last, which is not last.
Yep.
So
I
as
think
long
in
as
the
we-
future
In the
it will
future.
change. I think we'll like actually set times and like
Yeah.
have advisors to help us study. This year we're a little lacking.
Yeah, and it definitely over, like, when you talk about hands-on experience, like doing my internships, I learned half of that test from that. Like,
Exactly. And like we'll get that
Yeah.
as like we're only sophomores this year. So we'll get that in the coming years.
Exactly.
how about Tech's turf team? We looking good? We placed my senior year. I don't know how we did that, but we did.
I think we have 2 complete teams and then some others that are going with other schools. But we pretty much just study in turf club, and not everybody always comes to every turf club
we will
meeting.
go into Tech Turf Club talks. We'll just
What I like about our turf club is we do a lot of more like presentations where we present on internships, or like Dr. Straw and Worley will have people in the like
100%.
world come in
Yeah.
and give
Yes.
stuff.
And that's cool. I mean, that's like a whole, like, you're trying to do more, but at the same time, like, Dr. Straw, and God bless him because we all love him, but you hear somebody for a certain amount of time. I know Julie was sick of me by the time she graduated, but
I think she still is.
First of all, let's not do that.
I didn't say nothing.
Let's not do that. Julie loves me sometimes. I know when times when I annoy her, like the headphones getting here.
Setting up this podcast.
You had fun with it. What are you getting so mad for?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Thank you.
Plead the fifth.
I appreciate that.
All right, podcast.
I'm trying, but you keep making comments. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot what I was saying.
Tension in the
Something
room.
about Dr. Straw.
Dr. Straw, if he were to teach you for 15 hours on just the turf bowl and everything, you kind of be like,
We'd
I
be
can't
overwhelmed.
take it anymore.
Yeah.
I can't. Again, love the man, but like, I can't take it anymore. I gotta go somewhere, But with all of that, I mean, bringing in people again who focus on specifics. So, were you there when Dr. Doak was there?
Yeah, for my first year.
So, did you do math irrigation with him, or just
Yeah,
is it turf math or whatever?
It was an irrigation class that we did math in for like GPM.
So this
and-
guy is like the math guru, and he's presented at God knows how many conferences where he just gives again a math class pretty
Talk
much.
about math.
No, again, but like having someone like that come in and do it and be again at the top of the game for all that, it's huge. When you have a long time frame of working through all that stuff. So, is there anything else like specifically for this conference that you guys are excited about? Be able to see, be able to be a part of?
The what is it? Opening ceremony tonight or whatever?
Welcome reception?
Yeah, the welcome reception and then the banquet, because those are like, I don't know, everybody always has a lot of fun. And it's even more networking.
You guys are going to the banquet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
we're
Okay,
gonna
good. That's where we're taking our picture. I forgot. That has to
Okay.
look good for, okay.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not allowed to take our podcast picture until we all look good. Which
I think as-
never happens for me, so good luck with that night.
Hey, you looked good with Leah. in your
I
little
wouldn't
suit.
say that. She looked good. I looked like crap. Always. Julie?
Side note,
The
she had
suit-
coffee on her shirt.
Huh? It wasn't until after. So, like, again,
Not till after.
it wasn't that bad.
The suit jacket was spiffy. You just couldn't tell that it was green from all the way in the back of the room.
You couldn't?
No.
Were you guys there?
No.
Solid support. Oh, I appreciate
Sorry.
it.
We
We
got
went to
we
technology.
got roped into this other one, and then we realized that y'all's was happening at the same time.
It's okay.
So it's-
Megan left Leah already. What's the second time?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Here we
done,
go.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, that was a good
No,
time.
it's not funny to Megan. You just think it's funny.
Megan, I didn't mean for that to be. She's fine. Like it's not
I
anything
know.
bad. Okay.
I
Stop
already
trying
told
to
her
cause problems,
I
Julie.
still have one more summer that I can do at
Again.
Sports Center.
Don't do anything you don't want to do. It's fine. It's fine.
He just
But
likes to give everybody a hard time.
I know. Just like you give one to him.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because
You have
you
no
give me
idea.
a hard time. You're like, Julie, why
I
don't
never
you do
give
this?
you a hard time.
Why don't you do this?
Well, the thing is like you come like to the realization what I said is what you're gonna do. So like I don't understand why we have this argument. So. All right, back onto the podcast instead of mine and Julie's.
you said that we could just have fun on our podcast.
I think we're having a great time.
I'm having
So-
fun.
See?
This is exciting.
So what other questions do
Okay.
you have?
All right, put me on the spot. I wasn't done talking, but okay. With everything that goes into like a conference like this, what was the prepping like for you guys, other than the Turf Con Challenge and whatnot? I know with turf clubs, you have so many different things that are going on. What was that like for you guys specifically? Because I know we had talked 6 months, like 3 months, and then like all before the event to make
Yeah.
sure you guys were coming, and you didn't know until like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
What is that sort of like getting ready for the trip and coming out to see everybody out here?
I mean, our turf program isn't like massive by any means, but it's just like figuring out like who wants to go to what. Like, do you want to go to SFMA or GCSAA? So talking about that, and then like how many people can we take, type of thing.
And then I think it was cool to like be in that group chat with all the women from the Little League series.
Yeah.
Because that was like a nonstop conversation in that group chat. And it was cool, especially at like the women's luncheon. It was more of a reunion for us. So
Yeah,
like
for
that was
sure.
amazing.
That's awesome. I get the updates from Liz on the group chat. They're like, it's funny because half the time she goes like, Miller, did you see it? I'm like, Liz, I am not in the group chat.
I did the same thing to him, and he was
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, and it wasn't like I was mad at you. It was just the fact that Liz literally asked me all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
We
it
can include you.
No.
Chris is in
No,
there.
it's fine.
Yeah, Chris
It's-
is
yeah,
in
no.
the
When
group
I
chat.
told him Chris was in there, he was like,
I was a little bit offended.
I
It was
thought you
fine.
were. I thought. Wait.
I think
just,
what-
just imagine
I think
that.
what happened is that it was made before the event, and I didn't
Yeah.
find
It was.
out I was going until
That's
like
true.
2 days before the event.
And Chris is the
After you
ringleader.
begged
He's
everyone
in
to go?
charge.
Is Jake in there?
No,
I think he is.
No, he
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't think so.
Jake's in there.
Either
Let me
way,
check.
let's talk about Little League World Series. You know, afterwards, like obviously we talked right at the event. Afterwards, what did that mean to you guys? You know, like just being a part of that, seeing again at the women's luncheon where we just came from. What did it mean to you and sort of like moving forward in your careers?
I think like afterwards, it was like everything really set in. Because
He is not in the
That's
group
fine.
chat.
Is not
Just
in the
wanted to
group
clarify.
Sorry.
I don't care. It's fine.
But it was just like everything kind of set in because I think we realized like how much pull like these women have on the industry.
I mean,
And
you're in with the future president
Future
tomorrow.
president.
future president.
Shout out, son.
Future
We
Madam
love
President.
you, son.
Yes, we do.
But I mean, like I got my internship this summer because I knew you and I talked to you and thank you, Drew, for my internship.
Always here for you. Don't worry,
But just like things like that, it was just crazy to see.
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
No, she did good.
Megan retweets.
I do. I like and retweet. Like and retweet.
Oh my god.
There's all of
Get
Leah's
it?
TikToks.
Oh
Get it?
my
Because
gosh.
Twitter.
No,
and
Turf
get it.
Twitter.
Turf Twitter. We just talked about that for an hour this
Which,
morning.
by the way, I spent like 2 hours like purging my Twitter right before I got here.
Did
Because,
you?
Yeah, because I was like,
gotta,
people use
gotta
Twitter.
figure
I
out
have to
who's
figure it
who.
out.
I gotta
Yeah.
like try like who can I ask questions? You know.
Exactly.
No, that's awesome though. You know, to know that again the industry is on Twitter. What about you, Julie?
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the question.
Okay, so did I, but I didn't want to say that.
Oh no.
You didn't like
What
my
did
answer.
you didn't retweet with your heart? Oh my gosh.
Can I retweet off of Haley?
Yeah.
All right, so
Megan.
here's the question: What
Y'all
did it mean?
suck.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
What did it mean for you to be a part of that inaugural softball Little League World Series, and sort of like after, and like how you feel about it being sort of that stepping stone to the start of your career?
It was very cool, and it was a very I'm a very emotional person.
I'm just laughing because she said I actually just retweeted because I didn't hear the question. Sorry, go ahead.
Me and Megan are unfriending each other.
No, let's go ahead. Go ahead. You were saying
I don't remember
you're
what
very
to say.
emotional.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
Okay. I'm sorry.
like,
I didn't mean to
I'll
interrupt.
piggyback.
So,
No
like,
retweeting. Sorry.
so leading up to it, I was like kind of scared because I was like, I don't really know any of these people. But then when we left, I called my mom and just like tell her about it, and I was like, I'm actually kind of sad, like leaving, because it's
Yeah.
like we all became like best friends in like 4 days, and I was like, I'm not gonna see any of them until January. And so then that's like the main reason I was excited to come to the conference, because I was like, all these people, and we haven't even spent that much time around each other, but
No.
it feels
It's
like we
so
have.
hard to like just get time with people
Yeah.
because like you prime example Ryan with the Patriots, like he texted me like I'm so excited to see you. I've seen him for 5 seconds like this entire trip. So
A passing in the hallway.
well, he came to my talk because he cares.
Oh.
I was there.
Again, I appreciate it.
I was there.
Okay.
I had to throw
I
that
was
in
there.
there.
I wanted
Hey,
to be
are,
there.
are we
Believe
here with
me.
you right now?
Listen,
I appreciate
Believe me,
it.
when I
Okay.
was sitting in that one talk, I was like, dang, like
You
I
do know you can
wish-
stand up and walk out,
There
right?
was a
But then I
lot of
felt
people.
bad. I felt really bad. Like that guy probably would have been like, "Wow, this girl sucks. Like she's
Plus-
leaving."
People left mine.
Okay, but plus this
Well,
guy
they
wasn't the
suck.
original speaker. The original speaker got sick. So
It was-
he's already filling in.
Oh, that's very nice. Who was it?
It's in my bag. No,
asking
I
that?
wrote it down.
No, I'm laughing because she doesn't know who it is.
Why are you asking that?
I
Who it
wrote it
was?
down.
When
they were
he's from
talking
Toro
about-
and he's talking about innovation. So if you're
No, I was
wondering-
just trying to figure out who the person was.
They don't know.
I
Why
wrote it
can't I
down.
ask
It's in
that?
my backpack though.
I can't ask a question about who they were talking. I swear.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm apologizing to Meg now for this.
Yeah, see, even Meg
Shout
was
out,
at
Meg.
your
We
talk.
miss you.
Even
Miss you,
Meg
Meg.
was at your talk.
Meg Kruger was not here.
Yes, she was.
In
she was at your
spirit.
talk.
In spirit and in
poster
Are you
boy
talking about the big
form.
poster?
In
The
poster
6-foot
boy.
Meg.
I was like, what are you talking
Meg.
about? I was like, I wouldn't be in this spot right now if she was here.
The 6-foot Meg.
I
Not the,
gotcha.
not the
Meg,
real
you'll
life
find
one.
Did you
out,
guys
but
send
we
the
took a
message to
photo
her?
with you.
Oh, you haven't sent it yet.
No.
Oh, the picture. I don't know.
I don't know.
Nina has the picture.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
you probably won't post the podcast
This will be
For a
way
little
after
while,
that. Yes,
so-
Yeah.
for sure, way after this. But
We love you, Meg.
yes, we do.
Mighty Meg.
Mighty Meg. Did you? I can't. We were talking about. Did you talked about softball League World Series, right?
Yeah, I said how
Again, I just didn't want to skip you because it was her, and then she went to you, and I was like, wait a second.
I talked about
Yeah, she
Apologies. This is what happens when,
it's like 30 degrees in here.
it's very hard to
We're
focus. My
freezing.
hands are freezing right now. I'm like,
Especially touching like this metal plate.
yeah, I keep going to that. I'm like, okay, let's.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring my gloves.
Very cold in here.
What is most exciting for you guys, sort of, again, being halfway through the conference, but just leaving the conference with what you've been able to do here? What are you excited about taking away from this conference?
I will say definitely like the connections, because I'm planning on, especially at the trade show, getting a whole bunch of business cards and having a bunch of people in my contacts to be able to talk to.
100%. That's awesome.
Retweet. And I was listening to you.
Okay, the point of a podcast is to talk about what you want. This isn't Twitter, What about you, Julie?
Probably just make more connections than I did last year. I feel like I made a lot since the last conference, but now it's like, okay, I know who all these people are for the most part. So, because it's kind of hard to remember people's names. There's a lot.
I will say,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty nice because a lot of people know who we are just from the Little League.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice that they already kind of know us. So the conversation starts off a little more like chill rather than like tense.
Can I tell you
Yeah.
something? I was standing outside yesterday, and it was like just registering, and like 6 people walked by, and they were like looking at me, and like they gave me a head nod. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible.
They
Like,
probably-
I wish I knew who you were.
They probably heard your voice on your podcast.
Yeah.
And I do feel bad because I've been introduced to so many people just today,
Mm-hmm.
and I will not remember most of their names.
It's hard, It's hard. I'll be honest with you. Seeing someone for the first time after you interview them, like, it's kind of like you look like the person, but like you don't want to like introduce yourself if it's like the wrong
Some
person.
random person.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, it's definitely hard, but again, these events is just something really cool that you can be a part of and be able to see all those things. Internship wise, what are you guys hoping to take away from those? Obviously, being sort of that next generation, it's your first. I mean, you've had a few internships, but your guys' first real big internship. Going out, and what I'm so proud about you guys is you're going like way outside your comfort zone. You're going to California, you're going to North Carolina, which is so far away from home,
Yep.
and learning from the best in this industry. What is it that you're so? What are you excited about most for these internships and hoping to take away from them?
I think it will be exciting to get some like golf knowledge because I don't know anything about golf. I've never even been on an actual golf course before.
Don't tell them that when you get out there.
I won't. But
If you work for Pebble Beach, don't watch this.
but I think that'll be fun.
Hey,
to
let
be
me
able
tell
to
you
get
something.
that.
If Pebble Beach is the first golf course you ever walk on,
That's pretty impressive.
I would put that on my resume.
I told y'all earlier, I've never even been to Topgolf before. So
That is true.
yeah,
Wow.
this is a big learning curve for me.
Hey, that's what's great about it. There's so many things to learn.
I would say for me, just because like Carolina Green has like a lot of different aspects. So they have like the sod farm, they have like project management and stuff, and then they also
The forklift.
They probably have a forklift too. And
That's
then,
what my Twitch is, just so people are like watching.
And then they have like the design aspect, which is like what I really want to get into. So I'll get to learn like 3 different kinds of things.
It worked. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'll get to learn like 3 different aspects of the industry while doing one internship, which is pretty cool. And I get to go to cool places.
Very true. There are a lot of incredible things that they're doing. And especially, I mean, I don't know what the plan is with FIFA and whatnot, but I am sure that Carolina Green's at the forefront of all the southern fields and everything they got going on. So
Yeah.
something to make really good connections now
Yeah.
going into the 4 years leading up to it. So for sure. Apologies for the forklift noises, everyone that's listening. We're trying to
Just
get
add
everyone
background
in.
noise.
You can't just do that. It's hard.
No, I'm
You want
saying
me to put like
it's just
a
added.
song in the background?
added.
Oh, okay.
A
How about
song.
you? Obviously, this is internship number 3 for you. So, I mean,
Well, pretty much number 2.
the other one was an internship. She worked on a golf course last year in Blacksburg.
Okay.
So, it
but
was
I was
like
also
at
I was
school.
it just like made
Okay.
sense because I was taking online class.
100%. And it's great. So, how about you? Not saying specifically where you're going, but what are you most excited for?
Well, I'm just excited to like learn from other industry
this
professionals.
is going to be out later, so you can tell where you're going.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Oh my gosh, they already know too.
It's another softball Little League World Series.
No,
you know.
we already know.
Okay, yeah.
I told
We're
them
just
already.
I'm
dramatic
just saying,
effects for the camera.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So I'll be doing an internship with St. Louis City Soccer Club.
Woo! Shout out Maritza Martinez.
We love you, Maritza.
Without Maritza, I would not have an internship.
Becomes official tomorrow.
What kind of?
Hopefully.
Not like I got you your first internship.
No,
or
but
anything,
like I wouldn't be going there if I never met Maritza.
Very true.
very true.
Like I could, but I probably wouldn't.
Absolutely.
But
What are
I'm
you most excited for? I mean, there's so many great things you can do.
Well, I'm excited to learn from other industry professionals because everybody likes to do things their own way sometimes.
Yep.
And then I don't have any soccer experience, so excited to learn about that. Plus, it's a brand new facility.
Very, very cool
High tech
facility.
equipment.
Yeah.
There's a lot
And-
into it too.
Yeah.
Well, when I like did my interview, some of the other employees were telling me how like they have a really good relationship with like HR, so they can be like, look, we really need this, and HR like does what they can to make it happen. Plus, like I'll be helping them like shape their internship program for future interns because it
You're
just
the
opens
inaugural
around.
class.
Look at the giant box.
What?
Yeah, that's giving
I'm not
me
excited. I'm not scared at all.
anxiety.
If you guys see something fall on our heads, please remember us for who we were.
I don't even think they can see it.
Again, they
Oh.
can't. I didn't say that.
That's a different,
Yeah, there's
different
and
forklift.
it's full of sand. That's what it's.
It's a big old box that's like
heavy.
15 feet in the air. That's like would
Very
definitely kill us if it fell on
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
Obviously, I mean, there are so many incredible things that you can get from your hands-on learning experiences and your internships. Is there anything like specifically that you've sort of come to love in sort of a small way, whether that's at the research farm? Obviously, I know you love mowing. Is there anything new that you want to learn on these internships and sort of moving forward with everything?
I kind of want to learn like more of the behind the scenes of like what goes into like a field install and stuff, like the project management side and like the blueprint side and things like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For
Mrs.
me,
Golf, what are we doing?
Miss golf.
this might be nerdy.
No, that's what
But
we're all about.
I kind of want to learn more about like fertilizer stuff.
Oh, 100%.
So like being on a golf course with like the large acreage, I feel like I will. So
100%. The big thing that I can tell you guys is just be open with who you're talking to. Like if it's a super, if it's the assistant, whoever it is, like, hey, I really would like to learn how a spray rig works. You know, I would love to understand. And even if it's like operating with like water, just say, hey, can I spray with water? Like I just really would love to know this going in, because that's one of my weak points is spray rigs. I've had very few opportunities to do that, you know, when it comes to where I've worked. And at a high school, we don't have things like that. So my experience that I had is now like 8 years in the past. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
I
I
will
really need
say-
to revamp that, you know?
I have had like a little bit of sprayer experience just because of the
That's awesome.
project that I'm doing with Weston and Straw. Just because of like they're doing like a manual spray, a GPS spray, and then an auto steer spray.
So let's get into that. So for that, obviously there are so many things that go into a research project.
Yeah.
Why are you two so engaged in the research and everything that's going on there?
So part of why they wanted me to do that is I'm going to be part of the inexperienced person. So Weston is going to
Oh,
be.
that's cool. It's like a trial.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome.
So that's part of what they're testing of like, does someone with experience, are they going to be able to spray it better and like have saved more water or theoretically whatever you're spraying
yeah.
by using manual GPS or auto steer? And then how does that turn into with an inexperienced person? Because if people in the industry are going to use it, are they going to need someone with experience or can they hire someone just to sit on the sprayer to do it?
Yeah, for sure. And I love that because I don't know, Dr. Straw has this mind where he just goes left, right, and center. Like, oh, what can I do with this? Like,
Okay.
how can I test this, that, blah. Like, where are you coming up with this?
That
you
was
know?
a very like dumbed down version of what I'm sure they're gonna say.
But it makes sense. Like, I mean, you don't really think about like when you have an inexperienced person on a course, like you obviously have to get them to where they are professionals, but like when they're first starting off, they don't know 100% of everything, you know? So it's something to, again, research wise is great. I skipped you on the internship. What are you most excited about to learn this year? Obviously, Maritza's going to be a great mentor for you, and Josh McPherson's one of the best in the industry. What are you hoping to learn this summer up there in St. Louis?
So kind of like what you guys are already saying, I told Maritza I would like to learn more about like spraying, not just like, because in ag tech we got to practice driving a sprayer with water in the tank, and there's a lot of buttons you got to push to make it all happen. But it's not really that.
Gosh darn buttons, you know?
It was more just like I want to understand why you choose certain chemicals over another, because like there's multiple chemicals that'll do the same thing, but like someone might choose one over the other, like growth regulators or I don't know what else. So I want to understand that part, and then like more of like how they mix it, because some stuff has to be mixed separate, and it's like I've learned about it, I just don't have experience doing it.
100%. And again, something in my internships, and Chris, you'll have Chris this year, but she had Chris, what was it, like 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks before he left. You guys have people who, if you're just open with them, this is what I want to do, and if you can do that, that would be awesome. They're going to take you to the top. That's all you got to focus on, especially you. You're lucky. I mean, the whole experience and getting where you're at, I mean, being able to make those contacts, have people in your corner, and again, I'm so excited for all you guys, for everywhere where you're going.
You can come and visit.
I actually plan on coming and visiting.
Or you can come visit me.
All of us?
You could no. I'm way closer than all of them.
But I'm the best, probably.
But
hello?
Miller
If
doesn't
you can
really
get
like
me around
golf.
a golf at Pebble Beach, I might make that trip.
Miller doesn't
which
really
I
like
know
golf.
you can't. So
But you get to
it's,
see Chris if you come visit me.
I might come visit you if you really want me to come visit you. I will definitely be in St. Louis. I mean, I can go to Charlotte, no problem, probably. Might have to do some podcasting.
Cross the country is a little harder.
Some podcast.
Megan, I love you, but I'm not coming to California.
Miller does not like
I will
golf
do
courses
anything
either.
for you, and like if like you like are gonna like kill yourself or something, and I have to go out to California, I would
Wow,
do
this
that.
is-
But
this is an explicit podcast.
This is getting
Yeah,
Hell
we're
yeah,
gonna,
it is.
We need to put rated
Gonna
R.
need-
that means I can curse. Oh, watch out!
We're on the
I
school's
know.
computer right now.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, you think I care? Oh, I do not go back and do that. That's not happening. Are you going to GCSAA?
No, we are not.
Okay, I did not know. It's a different animal. I'd get into that, but we don't need to do that.
We can talk later.
You and me?
No.
No.
Are you going?
The
No.
three of
Oh,
us.
okay, I didn't think so.
No. Me, Megan, and Haley. Me,
Wait,
Snap, and Chat.
We need some quality time. We miss
Yeah.
Julie.
I again love Julie. I don't miss Julie.
Miller doesn't miss me.
I
had
miss you when
lunch-
you were at school.
I had lunch with him like last week too.
Yeah, I bought her lunch. It was great. She went and got it, thank goodness, because I wouldn't have been able to buy her lunch otherwise. But obviously, what the title of this is inspiring the next generation. And being able to come to this event and see the people that you know at such a young age and everything, who has been there for you sort of through it and through everything, sort of get you to this point and get you excited for, again, a great future. You guys have extremely bright futures ahead with everything that you're doing. You're making all the right moves. And again, it's incredible what you're doing. Has there been anyone that's been in your corner that you'd like to give a little shout out to right here?
Can
Julie,
I say
you can't
three?
Yeah, you can say whoever you want.
Okay, so first I'm gonna say Weston, because he has done, Weston Floyd, he's done pretty good at teaching us how to do a bunch of stuff at the research lab, and then getting us just exposed to everything. He got me the Pebble Beach, and then he got me the Little League, and then I'm gonna say Haley, just because it's been nice to go through this with
I'm not
someone
gonna
like
cry.
together.
What the heck? That's
Like doing this with someone is fun.
Guys, me and Megan have been friends since kindergarten.
I know,
Yeah.
which is awesome,
And
by the
then
way.
my third person I'd say would be Maritza, because she was like a mom to us at Little League, and then she has really just like taken us under her wing, and like she is our mom.
Yeah.
Miller's gonna cry.
I'm not crying. I know what you're
I
talking
would
about.
have to agree with Megan on the Weston Floyd because he got us like the SEC and
The tournament in Alabama.
tournament and just like making sure we had like anything we needed, and he's always included us in like all the research and stuff.
Yeah.
I like Megan, so you know Megan.
I'll put Megan on there too.
And then I would say probably like out of everyone I met in Little League World Series, probably Amy or Sarah, just because like they like Amy is really big into like the sports design industry, like, what I want to
100%.
go into, and then Sarah's just like always there, and she always
She's
just
a ray
like,
of sunshine.
She just always
is.
knows what to say, and it's just like so great. And I'm just like, Sarah, you're so fantastic.
If you want to have
Sarah,
a
I love
conversation with
you.
Sarah, she is always there.
She's,
100%.
I know, and she sent us like Christmas cards and stuff, and like
She did.
Sarah didn't send me any. I'm
Oh.
just kidding.
I was like, that's really awkward.
She gave me one of the ducks today. It was very
and we
nice.
got,
I was like, oh,
They gave us duck socks.
I know.
The duck
I didn't get the socks. I got the
Nina-
little the keychain.
Nina
Yeah.
got us
That's going
duck
on.
socks.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Julie, not me. You can say me if you want. It's no biggie.
Okay, well,
She's like, I'm not going to say you.
well, I was thinking about it because if I don't say you, you're gonna be like, oh, but then I feel like it's a
You don't
given.
have to. I will not be.
I
I
feel
will
like
not be
it's a
offended if you
given
don't say me. It's
because
fine.
like I wouldn't be here if I never met Miller.
Miller
So-
AF.
Miller AF.
For those that don't know, my email
If you need
is
to email him,
milleraf@pwcs.edu. So
A is
everybody gets a
Andrew,
good
F
chuckle out of
and
that.
Francis.
Francis.
Now everybody knows my middle name.
But besides you, probably I would say Son, Amy, and Sarah because like they've been in the industry for a while, so they know. And now, like, they're so supportive of us. And, like, they were saying, like, Sarah, you can just talk to her anytime. But also, she, like, doesn't care. Like Devin was saying in her talk. Not, like, in a bad way. Like, she does what she does because she enjoys it. And she doesn't care what anybody else thinks.
And you need that.
Yeah.
I agree.
You need that. Again,
I feel like that's good for, like, especially us coming into it. Because it's not always easy working with all guys.
She is
again,
someone that you can talk to and get an opinion from without like her like
any
hiding
worry
stuff
about
or,
what you're
like,
trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which
She
is
will
hard to
give you
do in
the
this
honest
industry.
truth.
It's hard to do in this industry.
Yeah.
Even for, like, I'm a high school teacher. There are things I got to be careful about when I talk about. This guy's about to knock over the light. Again, I completely understand that. And, I mean, I wish I had one of those things. That'd be pretty cool.
I wonder if it's got a horn.
Probably. It'll get on the podcast, so let's ask him to honk it. But again, like, there are so many things that go on that it's hard to keep up with and make sure everything's going through. And like Devin's talk today, which we're about to have her on, the fact that Sarah was just open and authentic and everything. And I think that's what's great about this industry is most people really are authentic. It's
are.
It's not about like, oh, my professional gain is this. It's about,
Yeah.
hey, I just love what I'm doing. I'd love for you to be a part of it. Like, it's what it's all about. So again, it's great to talk about sort of those people that have had an influence on everything that you guys are doing. This is the part of the podcast that we're going to have fun with this board. So I'm going to scare you guys real quick. So I'm going to ask you.
Oh boy. Is it gonna be like a loud noise?
No, it's just going to be really funny. It's just all.
Okay.
He's gonna randomly push
Something and we're not gonna know. Can you? Yeah, this is the new part. I can do. Have some helium.
Hello. Oh.
Small robot.
Small robot. Oh my god. Put me in real steel. What? Okay, we're having too much fun. The movie? Have you not seen the Real Steel movie? No.
with Hugh Jackman.
The robot? How have you not
Yes.
seen this?
With Adam.
I don't think
The
I
emotional
even know what
robot?
you're talking about.
What?
Wait.
You've seen it?
Yes, I've
okay,
seen it.
is it the big
Okay.
thing that's like?
No,
He's big
so
and blue, and he's a fighting they
so
box.
boxing is like not healthy for human brain. So like in the future they do a robotic boxing like league.
Yep, no clue.
and this guy finds a robot that's like in a pile of trash, and they turn it on, and he like wins all these fights to the point where he's fighting the greatest ever.
But he does like shadow boxing, so like you can sit there and like do moves rather than have like a little game board. And I only know that. And the only reason why it's on my mind is because I just watched it over Christmas break.
Did you?
Yes.
Any favorite movies for everyone else?
I'm a huge fan of Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Two
about
good movies.
Top Gun Maverick, top 5 movie of all time.
But
They
also,
took have you guys seen both?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they took everything from the first Top Gun and just made it so much better in
They
the
elevated
sense
but
of
like it's like the first one is
it was
still really
fantastic.
good.
It was fantastic, but
but
it was
also,
just like there are so many sequels that just ruin everything.
yeah, that one did not.
That one was better than
Okay,
the first one.
one sequel we can talk about. Mamma Mia. Do y'all like the first one or
I've
second one
never
better?
seen
I've
Mamma
never
Mia.
really got into
I
Mamma Mia.
don't like the second one personally.
I'm a man.
Okay, me too. I like the
so,
first
you
one's
know.
better.
Oh, be quiet.
Okay, I have both on DVD. I'll send them to y'all.
But also, I really like Home Alone. Like I can watch that anytime.
Home Alone.
Just the first one. The
Is that
second
a Christmas
one's good.
movie? Is the question.
Yes.
Oh,
Just checking.
My family watched
That's
it on
like
Christmas Eve.
Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
No, that's not. Home Alone is.
Okay, fine.
Home Alone, of course.
Yes.
Any other good movies? We got Top Gun Maverick. Again, did you know they took all those like scenes from the plane? Everything was
Did you know the
recorded.
opening scene was the only time they recorded it because when they did it, it destroyed the scene
The
the one where he like
where he flies over
the
top.
roof
Yeah.
like comes off.
I did
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
That was
That was the only time
one
they
take.
they took
couldn't
it.
do anything else because it destroyed everything like
Yep.
around the car.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then at the end, did you see the scene where like Tom Cruise was flying with Penny, his girlfriend?
Yeah.
So in the
first one.
in Sarah Connolly's contract, it said no flying. No, I'm not getting in any plane, nothing. So Tom Cruise called her like 3 months after shooting the movie. He's like, I need something from you. She's like, no. Because he didn't even ask you. He's like, well, you don't know. It's like, I need you to come fly in a plane with me. She's like, who's flying the plane? He's like, me.
Okay, but it's Tom Cruise.
Okay, but
Like,
ever
feel like
since
that
I
validates.
watched the Scientology documentary about Tom Cruise, I can't like see him as
As a normal person.
Yeah. Every
Again,
time
I just see him as Mission Impossible, love those movies,
Yeah.
and I see him in Top Gun. That's all I see.
Yeah. I just watched Mission Impossible for the first time.
Really?
It was very good.
How did you just watch? There's like 7
Because
of them.
I watched like the same 2 movies over and over and over.
We need to get you
But they're
a
good.
movication.
I've seen
They're
them.
good movies.
They're
I watched
fantastic movies.
all the they're not 2 movies, but I watched the Captain America franchise all the way
That's
through.
not really a franchise. It's part of a
Marvel.
Marvel
Part of Marvel. I
franchise.
don't really care. Whatever the Captain America branch, if you will.
Any Marvel fans in here?
Yes.
Megan and I are on the same
Yes.
wavelength with movies. Let me tell you.
And then the Harry Potter movies.
What?
Harry Potter.
I could say something that you will not agree with.
What?
the Barbie movies.
Twilight.
I didn't
Oh,
like get into Twilight, but I
Y'all.
didn't. I
Okay,
didn't hate
but
it.
what she said, Barbie movies
Megan
go
has
hard
Megan
too.
has a note of all the Barbie movies and which ones are her favorite, and I'm not even kidding you.
I didn't know there were Barbie movies.
Barbie
I knew
movies go
Ryan.
hard. Okay, but like OGs.
I knew Ryan Gosling is playing in the Barbie movie.
What?
That's coming out.
No,
That's
the cartoon
not-
Barbie
That's
movies.
not good.
Again,
Anything
I
after
didn't-
2016
No
is
idea
not
that was
good.
a thing.
Anything
you
after
hear this?
2016 is not good.
She's
Before
like an
2016,
expert.
you're
She
good.
has a whole notes on her phone about which Barbie movies she likes the most.
I do.
Julie, you seen the
I'm not
Barbie
ashamed.
movie?
Yeah, when I was a kid. When I was probably like 10.
Again, I have the discs. I will send them to y'all.
Yeah, y'all need a care package.
I don't need the Barbie movies. Oh my goodness. No, I do not need to see the Barbie
So,
movie.
so we're no longer on the same wavelength.
Oh,
with
we're on
movies?
the. No, again, we are. It's just I'm not gonna watch the Barbie
I'm gonna
movie.
be. I don't think you are because Megan likes some weird movies.
I don't understand what that means. I'm like
Yeah, what's
scared.
No,
weird?
you just like I don't know. Like
I
think Twilight's
I watched
weird.
a lot of
Twilight's
movies.
not weird, but I didn't think it was great.
I watched a lot of TV and movies in like early high school, and so I
You're a
just went
big
through
Disney
a whole
Channel fan, aren't you?
I went through a whole phase of just
See,
movies.
when you guys like you're probably Disney Channel was like after High School Musical. Is that a fair statement?
No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
mine included High School Musical.
Mine was
So
High
High
School
School Musical
Musical
was when I was in elementary school. End of elementary, going in the middle.
I watched High School Musical like all the time.
Yeah, I loved High School Musical.
Again,
I watched it, but
understand
I'm
that,
not
but like
gonna
when
say
it
it was
came
like
out
on the
was
TV.
when
We're
I
really
was
off
little.
topic of this
Yeah.
podcast
Well,
now.
again, that's what's
We're
fun about
having
it.
fun, Julie.
That's the point. You
Can I
said you
say
wanted to
my
have fun.
toes are numb?
Yeah, it's a little
I'm literally
cold in
freezing.
My hands are numb. I'll say
I am
that.
freezing
It's
cold.
it's bad. But no, again, that's the point is to have fun, Julie.
Okay, you know what's not fun is the B-reel has not gone off
Yeah.
yet.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
waiting for the
For those that
B-Reel.
don't know that are our listeners, B-Reel is an app where it sounds off in the middle of the day, and what you have to do is you take a picture, and what it is, it's the front-facing picture towards you, like you're taking a picture of yourself, like a
Like a
Snapchat
Selfie.
selfie. Thank you. And then you have to take a picture of whatever's in front of you.
Yep.
So they have been waiting for it to go off during the podcast.
Like, think about how
It'd be
cool.
So fun. Like,
so like iconic B-Reel
we
Plus, all
are
of our
iconic.
in
people,
Tiger Turf Talk.
all of our friends are like, oh, y'all are just going to a conference. You know how cool that'd be? Like, oh,
I'm
we have
being
like a
real.
whole
I'm about to
headset on.
drive the forklift out of the building. Sorry, go
Bye,
ahead.
forklift.
Wait, what time's your other podcast?
In a bit.
In a bit. Oh,
In a bit.
It was supposed to be at 3:30. It's
No,
3:30.
I'm let her know. I'll let her know that it's later.
Okay, good.
I let her know.
I'll let her
I'll
know.
let her know.
I have been talking a lot today.
We
I am
have
tired,
good grammar here.
That's not the Virginia Tech education.
Ooh.
Hey, wait, put on the
Drop
robot
the
noise.
mic.
Yeah, can I get some like
Helium.
You want
No,
the helium?
no, I didn't.
Or robot? Small robot? You want large robot?
Oh, hello.
That was weird. Welcome to the megaphone portion of this podcast.
Oh,
Okay. Oh my god. Can I just say something? Megan is gonna get this and she's gonna be like, what is going on?
In a Percy
They're
Jackson
never
movie or
gonna
something.
They're never gonna listen to this podcast again after this episode.
no,
I don't care.
We are the best. They're
I
gonna-
want the people that care about
We're-
my guests.
We're the entertainment.
Yeah,
Again, have fun with it. Enjoy it, you know? That's
yeah.
the point.
Y'all should follow us on Twitter.
If you guys want, you can do that now.
At Megan Musi.
I don't really know what my
Calm
name
down
is.
just a little bit slower so everybody.
I think it's just Haley Tucker. Haley with an I. H-A-I.
I think mine is Julie Kessler 15.
I think so.
That's true.
Mine is, yeah, I don't care.
Turf Cowboy.
Don't do that. For those that don't
It is
know,
Turf
I
Cowboy.
did not name myself the Turf Cowboy. That was given to me by the guys at the shop that she works with now.
Yeehaw.
I don't know why they gave me that
Yeah,
name.
why cowboy?
And Druther.
You're from Virginia.
I am?
That's not very
She's
cowboy.
like, Texas owns that word. Thank you very much. You're not allowed to say that in Virginia.
Yeah,
But-
we were talking today about like if you introduce someone, like you introduce yourself, like you introduce like where you're from and then like where you go to school. And Maritza was like, well, why do you have to introduce like you're from Texas? Like you can't just say you go to school. And I was like, no, people need to know we're from Texas because it
Like,
makes us
we
better.
are proud Texans. People have to know we're
I was
from
gonna say,
Texas.
Texas is its own thing.
Like I have to let people know I'm from Texas.
I'm not from the United States of America. I'm from Texas. Okay,
Yeah,
get used to
exactly.
it. Understand it. It's what's happening right now.
Exactly. Once you get that like through your head, you like can interact with people from Texas.
Yeah.
Like you just have to know.
It's just easier to understand that, right?
Yeah.
This is Texas
Yeah.
right now. You don't deal with anyone else but Texas.
Yeah.
I know. You know what's funny? I read Green Lights. You know what that book is?
No.
No.
Matthew McConaughey's
No.
sort of autobiography. Why are
Okay.
you shaking your head?
That's Matthew McConaughey.
The most Texas
wrong
of
with
Texans.
He goes.
Oh.
He's UT.
Oh,
Sir. No, thank you.
For those horns down for this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I meant,
Okay,
but okay.
how's the book? How's the book?
Okay. Anyways,
It was great.
We're
I mean,
listening.
he had incredible stuff, but again, like he explained like how Texas is its own thing and its
Yeah.
own animal, like because he lived like abroad and everything just came back to Texas. So
It is.
except for UT, you know, you gotta. It's always funny to hear like again your guys' passion for the state. Another state like that is like Maryland, up near us. It's not as like homegrown. It's like, hey, I'm from Maryland. I have a tattoo of a crab with the Maryland flag in it.
crab.
The blue crabs.
Why?
You think, I think I'm
that's-
kidding.
I think that's like their mascot or
The
something
cr-
like that. Like
so the
ours
Chesapeake
is a
Bay-
cardinal.
The
And I
Chesapeake
think
Bay
theirs
is
is
like
a crab.
this iconic place where blue crabs like live or whatever.
Okay.
So like they're like, oh my gosh, go
Crabs.
blue crabs or whatever. I was like, that's
Cool.
great.
That's not
Okay.
like high and mighty at all. It's a crab.
Can I,
You eat it.
Again, I understand that. But, like
You can crush it with your
people
hand.
literally get tattoos of a crab.
People have gotten worse.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah, that's true. It is very
Yeah.
true. I'm not a big tattoo guy. Well, I'm not a needle guy, which makes me not a tattoo
Yeah.
Okay.
guy. Ugh. But with everything, obviously, it's been a lot of fun.
Back to real talk.
But I don't want to keep you too long. You want to go to your talk with Dr. Straw. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for taking the time. Is there anything like last minute things you want to talk about real quick before we head off?
No.
You excited for the rest of the conference? What are you guys doing for the rest of the conference?
Just
Going to
networking.
talks and
Gonna
soaking
take
everything in.
Gonna take a test.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
the
actually
conference-
doing that. I'm just sitting there, you know.
I mean,
Gonna
I
go
guess
to some lunch
One
and some
more
breakfast and
Plus
some
1
dinner.
equals 2. Give me 2 points out of the 10.
I mean, if I'm required to be there, I guess I'll be there.
What do you? Oh, you do.
Circle.
So you do that. That's how you get like your registration off.
Yeah.
Is competing. So
That's
yeah,
how it's
that's
free.
definitely
That- yeah.
it's definitely one you got to be there for.
yeah, for sure. That's
But-
why we're here.
Just soak everything in for
For
the next
sure.
couple days.
Well, again, I can't thank you guys enough. It's been a blast having you here, having fun, goofing off with the new Roadcaster Pro 2 thing, whatever this is. You guys want to sign off with a monster talk? Nothing?
I know. Oh, let's give us something we haven't heard yet.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Peace.
This is a new one. You did me dirty, Drew.
I'm always. What is the Texas A&M or the Aggie talk thing? Let's do that signing off. What is the you
Thanks
have?
and gig 'em.
No, there's like a big thing, like
The
introduction
chant-
thing.
That's
Oh,
an introduction. That's
that-
not an ending.
Well, let's show the people what they want. You know, they want to know what the introduction for being at Texas A&M.
Okay.
Don't you have to do this like in a class if someone asks you or something?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, so
I don't.
you
That's
don't.
embarrassing.
Well, let's do it right now.
So-
There's no one here.
It's different for every grade. Me and Megan are sophomores, so I'm going to give you a little demonstration. Howdy, my name is Haley Tucker. I am from Katy, Texas. I am a sophomore Turfgrass science major, but most importantly, I am the loudest and the proudest member of the Fine Texas Aggie class of 2024. A.
I forgot about the A's.
Okay, well, every like if you're a freshman, you have to go A. If you're a sophomore, you go A, and it's 5.
Five.
If you're a junior, you go.
A. WHOOP. We
We
can't,
can't
say,
say
that.
it. WHOOP.
You can say it if you want.
Whoop.
Yes.
Whoop.
But
There
we,
it
we
is.
can't say it at the end of the year, though.
God, you
Yes.
suck.
We have this. Yeah.
And then seniors,
seniors,
they get
A.
to shoot up.
There's a lot of guns in this. I would like to point that
We're
out.
we're an ex-military school.
So
okay?
are we. You
Big-
guys got
big
the
core
Corps
people.
cadets and everything. We,
Well, obviously y'all's isn't that exciting because ours is better. Though.
and
Joey,
on
do you
that
have a
note, there's no chant.
think so.
Oh, so it's the chant for the school is Hokey 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 High Tech Tech VPI or Solar X Solar I blah 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 Hokey Hokey Hokey
Solar.
I don't even know that.
Solar X Solar I. It's like a
We have like 14 different songs and
Songs.
chants and thingies.
we've got the what's up man VT baby. We don't go hook 'em.
No,
we don't do that
Horns
either.
down.
Oh, horns down. Sorry,
We
we
go
don't do
gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
giggity 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 giggity. Hold on.
Thanks and gig 'em.
Oh my gosh. What do we have anything?
Y'all don't have like a
No.
hand symbol?
They have
go,
the V. They
hokey.
said VT.
What is that?
It's a little turkey.
What the
What's
heck?
y'all's mascot?
A hokey.
What's a hokey?
A turkey, basically.
It's a turkey with his cut off.
That's lame.
No,
Hey,
it's not.
you just like
Okay.
did all that, but you were cursing earlier.
I don't want to talk about poor little turkeys whose manhoods are no longer there.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Thank you for forcing me to say that. No, again, but there are a lot of great traditions at Tech, like at football games. What are the big things? Third down, keys. Do you not pay attention
See,
to
I
this?
go,
Funny.
to, I go to football games, but our team's not good, so
Yeah, we are pretty bad right now.
That's
I
funny
was
'cause
there
y'all
when
say-
Frank Beamer was there, and he was like the greatest human being ever. But there are just so many great traditions at Tech. Like, we're known in Virginia to having great traditions. Like, it's not just about
and
football.
like
It's
the best college football game day experience.
and that's
Okay.
like even being the worst team. Like are they shutting down Main Street? That's what I heard.
Main Street? You mean Center?
Center Street. Sorry.
I don't know.
So there's this. Just
I don't think we can talk about
one
this
year.
on this podcast.
This is what I'll talk about. The police blocked off an area, and the police said, "Stay in that area, and we will not go in this area." If that tells you like how crazy it gets.
Okay.
But it's not bad. It's just
Bunch of
You know.
Yeah, that means no MIPs.
What does that mean?
Megan, don't say
Anyway,
none of
There's
that.
just-
and Aggie does not lie, cheat, or
Which
steal,
you guys,
or tolerate
you guys
those
are
who
big
do.
on class rings and everything too, right?
Yeah.
So we're also like class dance, what is it, ring dance?
Yeah, we have
So
a
what-
ring dance. It's like 2
We have
days.
So like next year she'll be getting her. It's next year, right? Junior year, you get your ring.
after.
Homie,
What?
She's a junior.
I'm getting my
shit.
ring in March.
She's getting her ring soon. So what'll happen is the way it's supposed to happen is her boyfriend should come down for a ring dance.
Yeah, we got a
And
wedding on
he
Friday
gets-
and ring dance on Saturday.
So
Okay.
he will pick up the ring, and then he's not from Tech, but like if there's like a couple or like a friend, they go pick up each other's rings and then they exchange it at the dance. So like there are a lot of good cool traditions with that.
That's
it's
cute.
Like, it's like you dress up like you're going to prom.
Okay,
Pretty
that's
much,
cute.
but it's
there's like
it's fun.
fireworks and like all kinds
It's
of
crazy.
stuff.
So
After.
It's-
we do a ring dunk, and what that is you get
It sounds like you're losing your ring pretty quickly.
you get a pitcher of beer. You put it at the
it's
bottom.
equal to 4 beers.
No, it's not, Megan.
You have to
The
drink
pitcher?
and get it to it.
It's more.
A pitcher is
I
definitely
thought the pitcher is
not.
4 beers.
It is.
Maybe
I
I'm
know a
stupid.
tall one, like a tall is 3 beers.
It's a glass,
Oh, well then maybe
big glass pitcher. That's 4 beers.
I thought it was more than that.
Haley goes really hard. She's like, "This is 1 beer." Pitchers. I had 4 beers tonight. I was feeling pretty good, you know.
Anyway, though.
That's not it. But anyways, you get this pitcher and you leave it out overnight, and then you put your ring in it to get
that
like,
way it's not
it's not
carbonated.
sudsy. And then you have to chug it, and you have to chug it in the. So like we're class of 24, so we're supposed to chug it under 24 seconds, and then get our.
That sounds horrible.
That sounds
Okay,
like not a school
but people
sanctioned
do it.
event.
No. People do it like at their house.
okay. Like at
I
your
thought
house.
like ours is like a full event, like the school puts on. So
Oh.
it's like
Well,
it's
it-
not like
it's-
somebody in a field puts this together. It's like an official event by Virginia
Usually,
Tech.
like, friends will do their dunks together, so I'll be doing mine with my twin brother because we'll get at the same time.
I didn't know you had a twin brother.
Yeah,
Very cool.
She
He's
doesn't talk about
boring. He's in computer engineering.
It's just
Although,
like take a dump on your brother day. Someone had a talk earlier. Oh, Devin was talking about her brother. He lives in a
Yeah.
camper. He's like, man, some people like
yeah,
that, you
plumber.
know.
But yeah, so we'll do it together. Then like you invite family, friends, so it works
Yeah.
out that we all have the same family and same friends.
It always works
So-
out that way, right?
Yeah.
Well, again, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. It's been a blast. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of SFMA. I know I'll see you around for sure. We'll see you at Top Golf, actually.
Top
Top golf.
Megan's first time.
Hey, the injectable donuts.
That's what she's excited
She's
about, not
most
the golf
excited about
portion,
them.
right? All right, signing off. Peace.